The heart of Maker's Mark is the family culture that's been very well protected since it was started in 1953, and that's what makes us special, and that's why we're very proud of what we do.
Hand dip is something we do, and it's been done from the start, from the very day one. Hand dip in the wax. It's a tradition. It's handcrafted. It's part of our heritage. It's what we're known for. You go anywhere you see that, you automatically know the labeling and all that. It stands out on its own.
One of the reasons we chose the Premier Tech palletizers is we went and visited another distillery that had some of them installed, and we were very impressed with how quietly they ran. Our older equipment was hydraulically driven. They were very noisy, but also, again, we needed something to make the labor side of our employees a little bit easier.
So here at Makers, we are a handcrafted product. It's one of our cornerstones. We wanted to make sure that we can still involve the employees in this handcrafted product while keeping them safe. So we looked at ergonomics. We made sure that there was nowhere on the machine that the operators needed to be at that would put them at any kind of risk. All the safeties were in place. We tested our safeties, and it could produce what we were expecting it to be.
On the old palletize, you were pulling and tugging, so you have the arm and the shoulders and your back would strain. With this, you stand and you watch. So that's definitely an improvement overall, for sure.
Some of the layers are like 6 layers high, and that's over your head, a lot of shoulder lifting back. So now it's pretty much just keep an eye on it. It all runs itself, just keep it fed, and everything runs great.
Another benefit was this new equipment had an option that applies the layer sheets automatically, and before we had to put those on manually. We had to carry the slip sheets up the steps and apply those in between the layers. So that's definitely a safety and an ergonomic advantage as well.
I was very excited about it. We had some older antiquated machines that had been around for a long time, and they were becoming a headache for us on a daily basis. So
our employees work on rotation schedules here. We do hand dip every bottle that comes out of Maker's Mark. So all of our bottling line employees will hand dip for a period of time, and then they'll rotate to another job to get a rest break from that. So it was critical that they could work on this machine easily and then return to their dip rotation without being fatigued and fresh and ready to go for dipping bottles.
One of the selling points of this equipment was we saw how simple it was to switch from one bottle size to another. It's just simply going onto a screen and pushing that menu button. And so as long as those sizes are already pre-programmed, it's just as simple as flipping a page and running a different size. So we were very impressed with how simple it was to go between one run to another.
the HMIs and stuff on it explain everything very well. Any kind of fault or any kind of alarm, it shows up on the screen. So it's very user-friendly.
We looked at different palletizers. We were advised to go to that area. We looked at different ones already in operation. They were quiet, smooth, reliable. That was the way to go. Customer service was there. So that's the way we went to handle the volume now that we do produce here at Maker's Mark.
Our trainer, he was awesome, Bud. We had him, and he was really good at listening, and if he really wasn't understanding our questions, he would go through it step by step, and he would tell us what the problem was, but then he would go back and tell us why that problem occurred and help us to understand what the process was and why it happened so that we could teach the same process to the next person.
Very helpful. They went over every aspect of what we needed, what was required. They checked everything out, made sure we were sized right, looked at all the different dimensions, the pallet patterns, everything. They've covered everything, all their bases very well.
I've been all over it to help install it, and I've not found anything wrong with it yet.
For service, they're just right down the road here from us. Everything was a go. Everybody was very happy, very satisfied. Basically, didn't have any problems really to call. It ran. Everybody, their comment was, it just runs. So.